Yeah. Hi, and welcome to Shout Festival. I'm going to give you a quick intro to the festival, but first, there's some people that I need to thank and some organisations that I need to thank. So thank you, Galliard Aspley Partnership. Thank you, Film Hub Midlands. Thanks to Arts Council England. Thanks to Brown Jacobson. Thank you, Southside District. Thank you, Heritage Lottery Fund. And thank you, Scottish Queer International Film Festival. The Shout Festival Steering Group and our festival partners, especially thanks. I'd also like to thank the funders who have supported us over the last 11 years. This year has been difficult for everyone, especially financially, but your past support has ensured the festival is where it is today. A huge thank you to our volunteers who have been subtitling until the early hours of the morning. Thank you to our artists who have stepped up to the challenge of a completely digital festival by delivering some high quality content and incredibly inspiring resilience to a difficult year. And most importantly, a huge thank you to Joe Musket, Max Harding, and Frankie Leonard for their relentless hard work bringing the festival to life. So, an intro to the festival. There are two ways to watch the festival. The first is via our YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube and type in Shout, all in capitals, festival, you can access our YouTube where you'll be able to watch the videos on demand. Or you can obtain a free ticket to our individual events, which will give you access to the events live or to the Zooms, which the live events will take place. However, if you can't be there for the live events, you can access our YouTube where they'll be available after the actual event takes place. So we have a film programme of 9 main titles ranging from Portrait of Jason, which is one of the earliest depictions of a queer black male on screen, to Queer Japan, which looks at the current shift in LGBTQ+ rights and community in Japan. We have 5 shorts programmes comprised of a whopping 33 short films separated into programmes that follow the themes and influences of the individual films. In our visual arts programme, we're honoured to welcome back Ming Dynasty with the follow-up to Tag, aptly named Tag Mask, which documents the experiences of queer men using portraits. And we're also super proud to welcome Holly Revel, who will be giving us a taster of the zine, which will be available to buy from our website until LGBT History Month, which is based on their project, People Like Us. Festival highlights include the collaboration with Town Hall Symphony Hall on bringing Tom Aspel to the festival, and indeed the Symphony Hall, to perform his hit album, Black Country Disco. An Evening with Glamoury, which dives into their experiences being a queer artist in today's society, and also talks about their show From Quran to Queen. We'll also be joined by Victor Esses and Yorgos Petro, who will be sharing their experiences of reimagining their show from Unfamiliar for an online audience. And finally, Barry Fitzgerald with the beautiful piece, The Devotions. We have parties for those missing out on the great outdoors and packed dance floors, with award-winning Queer House Party following a makeup and styling tutorial with Effie Rain and Kenneth Morris. And of course, later tonight, we celebrate 50 years of the Nightingale's history with a premiere of our short film, followed by Q&A, and then an after party with the legendary DJs Corey Hadley and DJ Dolly, who were instrumental in bringing women into the Nightingales during a period of time where the Nightingales didn't allow women. But there will also be performances from Miss Marty, Black Pepper, and Coco Kink. We facilitated space for trans people by ring fencing a day dedicated for the community in order to minimise isolation with Meg Lightheart's fantastic Trans Talks programme. And finally, we welcome performances from our artist development programme with both our artist in residence, Queef, and our micro commissions. Our festival is also more accessible than ever before, with subtitling across all of our events, although we would advise deaf or hearing impaired audiences to watch via our YouTube, as auto captioning is never as accurate as our captioned videos. We're really proud of the work we've helped to facilitate and the art we've helped to facilitate in such a strange time. We're really looking forward to the future, hopefully and strategically. We want artists to get involved. You can reach out anytime. I'll be around for the final event of the festival to answer any questions about the future of Shout. Hopefully I'll see you then, but for now, enjoy the festival. Our next event is a conversation with our artist in residence, Queef. If you haven't got tickets for this already, you can check our YouTube after the session. I'm now going to take questions for anyone that has any questions now. You can drop them in the chat. I know this is super weird. It's a super weird way of doing it, but this is the way it is. At least this year. We're hoping that we'll move forward and start to think more expansively about how we have safe events. What am I most looking forward to viewing? I guess I'm coming from a queer film background. I'm most looking forward to our queer film program, especially Portrait of Jason, which, as I said before, earliest depiction of a queer male on screen. But also we've gotten together with Josh Rivers, who does the Busy Being Black podcast, which was featured on Apple Music last week, and Kenneth Norwood, who's studying a PhD on Black queer film, about while we're unpacking Portrait of Jason, because essentially it's quite a problematic film because of the context. So we actually dive into that and try and contextualize it for audiences. Yeah, I'm also looking forward to top 3 because it's nice. And I think we need nice right now. Like, it's a really difficult time and we need joy. And when I watched top 3, I felt the joy, but it's also about there's an essential part of it, which is about travel, and also about the complexities of relationships when 2 people want different things, but they ultimately love each other. And I like that complexity. Anyone else got any questions? I'm going to give it 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to swing by for our artist in residence chat with Queef. What are you all most looking forward to? What excites you from the program? Oh, Dan said Alex Billingham. That is going to be a great show. All of our micro commissions are absolutely amazing, actually. Those artists were given such a small budget, because obviously we're bound by the budget that we had, such a small budget to create these pieces that were digital works. And actually, when the pieces came back, and even talking to the artist was inspiring, but when the pieces came back, to see the quality of work that actually came back was awe-inspiring. And I'm really inspired by those artists. It's definitely something I want to develop next year. I want to develop the development of artists in the Midlands. I think it's really important that we have a Midlands queer voice. Oh, Yaz is looking forward to Seb's Merfolk performance. That's really great, actually. That is really great. It draws on their experiences, but also kind of like this fun, making a potion in your bathroom. It's great. And yeah, the Ming Dynasty's portraits are fantastic. I am going to sign off now because I'm going to hop on the next event. If you're joining us, I'll see you in there. If not, please follow the rest of the night. Please link in with Nightingale 50. That will be available on our YouTube channel if you haven't got tickets yet, because the ticket link gets sent out an hour before the event. So yeah, I'll see you in there. Bye, everyone.